Hi, this is Maria with stampingmaria.blogspot.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I thought I'd show you how to make this cute Valentine treat holder. I've got 2 Kit Kat bars in here. They fit perfectly. This box is 1/2 inch wide, and I used the circle to make it. So let me show you how I did this. The stamp set I used was P.S. I Love You. It's in the Current Occasions mini catalog. I used this heart image and the Be My Valentine image. And this heart, or this box, I used the Poppy Parade cardstock. And the one I'm going to do today, we're going to use the Melon Mambo. So first I had to cut a 6-inch circle. And the reason I used a 6-inch circle is because our circle scissor, the largest circle it makes is 6 inches. I'm just going to show you a circle here on this cardstock because I think it maybe shows up a little bit better. But this piece of paper is 7 inches by 8.5 inches. I really didn't care about the width or the length 8.5 because I just need it to for sure be wide enough to cut my 6-inch circle. So I can see it's going to fit perfect. I hold it down and go around, and that's as easy as it is to cut the circle. And if there's any adhesive, I just take it off. That dado helps to keep my paper, the cardstock, from moving around. So then, once I have my circle, I bring in the Big Shot, and I go to tab 1. I put my Lots of Love texture plate. You can see I've got it here just to give that paper some look, some design. I use the Versamark pad. I inked it up, and imagine that happening. And put my paper, and then you want to put your cutting pad on top of that and run it through the Big Shot. Okay. Then I also ran through the Big Shot the heart embosslet, the scalloped embosslets, and I'll show you that in a minute. But once you have your pattern, then we're going to bring in the Simply Scored, and we're going to score for the box. So what I did is I created myself a little template so I'd have my numbers, and again, like I was telling you, you can alter the template depending on the width of your chocolate. This box also fits right now, with it being 1/2 inch, it fits 2 Ghirardelli chocolates, or you can make it smaller and make it thinner, 1/4 inch if you want to hold just 1 Ghirardelli chocolate. But for my 1/2 inch box here, I scored it 1 inch, 1.5 inches, 4.5 inches, 5 inches. Then I turned it and I scored it at 1 7/8 and 2 3/8. So if I was going to keep the 6 inch and do a 1/4 inch mark, I'd probably do 1, 1 1/4, 4 3/4, and 5, turn it, and then do 2 and 2 1/4. So those are alternate measurements for you. But I keep this next to me while I'm scoring. And again, I'm using this because I think it'll be easier to see in the camera. So we're going to do the 1 inch, the 1.5 inch, 4.5, and 5. Then you're going to turn it. Make sure that these lines are as straight as you can get them. Since you'll have it on top of you, you'll be able to see better than me. But we'll do it like this. Then we're going to go to 1 7/8 and 2 3/8. Okay? So that's going to be, I don't know if you can see the score lines there. Then you can see I cut and made some flaps. I left these flaps because I didn't want a gap on the bottom of my box. So let's go ahead and cut that. I'll just do one side so you can see. I went all the way up to that point and then across here. Oops. Yep, don't let that fall. And then we're going to do here, this line and this line. And I make little notches because I don't want any bulk when I'm trying to close my box. And of course you'll want to make sure your cut lines are a little bit straighter than mine. But anyway, you do that on both sides, and you end up with this. So you have your flaps like that. Okay, and then we're going to fold on all the score lines. And this will come in like this. And that makes your box. You see what I mean by those flaps are down so it doesn't leave you a gap. But you can cut those flaps off. You can cut these flaps off if you don't care, and maybe yours won't show a gap. Okay, so we're done with that also. So here's the one I did with the Melon Mambo. And I ran it through. Now you'll notice that my words are going north and south because when you run it through, I didn't want this piece coming up to be words upside down. So I scored it so that the words would be going north and south like that. Okay, and ran it through like this. Then to decorate it up, I wanted some little decorations, that little frilly there. So I took a piece of cardstock around 4 inches long, and I took out the ribbon border punch, and then just run it along, making sure that you're lining up your images, and push down. I kind of work both ways here, pushing it down and holding it in place, making sure to keep it lined up. Okay, then I took this and I ran it through the crimper. That'll help it become pliable, and it'll give it some design. So I like that little frilly look. It kind of gives us that. So that's what you end up with. Okay, then what I'm going to do is put a bead of snail over here and put my, I'll start off and then come around. And then as I come around, I try to like gather it up. Like you would, you know, if you had ribbon, you would do the same thing. And then I look at the other side. You tell I didn't press hard because I know I'm going to have to adjust it once I get it over here to where I like it. You can tell, yes, I adjust quite a bit, so it's going to be, and then when you get it where you like it, give it a breaded press, so you press it into that snail, and then we're going to take our scissors and just cut off the excess, like that, and like that, okay? And so that gives us the edge, and then we're going to take our sticky strip, find the beginning here. I use a pair of snips that are too dull, and I mark them. You can see I put old on here. They're too dull to cut paper, but they're great for cutting sticky strip. So just put your pieces here and here. Then I like to burnish it just to help bring that red film off. And we'll just pull those off. Bring this closer to myself here. Okay, then just put together one side at a time. Sorry, getting out of camera there. So that's one side, and press it, and then go in the other side here and press that also. And so there's your box. Isn't that cute? Then to decorate it up some more, I went ahead and stamped in the Melon Mambo the heart, and I punched that out with the full heart punch. And then I stamped the words, be my Valentine and Melon Mambo, and punch that out with the word window punch. And then, like I was telling you, I went and used these scalloped hearts of hearts, embossed it, and punched out a heart with that same kind of edging, just to give it that consistent look, and just snail these two together. And just center the hearts, layer them up here, center them, okay? And then I used my two-way glue pen and dazzling diamonds to glitter up the edges, and then I glittered that edge also. And put some dimensionals behind here. I used my paper piercing tool. I poked a hole and then added a mini brad. I love those. And then I also punched out with the Big Shot with the new fashionable hearts embosslet. You punch out 5 of these cute little hearts. See, here's the embosslet. So I used these 2 smaller ones and used mini glue dots to adhere those down. And glittered around those also. So I put the heart on with dimensionals, and the word is up there with the dimensional. And that's as cute as it is. Then I just, for this box, I have these little marshmallow hearts that I was going to put in there. So I hope you like the project. If you have any questions, let me know. But thank you for coming, and have a good day. Bye-bye.